Jill here. I just wanted to talk to you today about getting your real estate license. So I was out with a client the other day and she says to me, "Oh my gosh, your job looks like so much fun. I love looking at houses. I think I want to get my real estate license." And I could tell you this happens several times a year, all the time. I have friends that ask me, I have just acquaintances that ask me, I have clients that ask me, and I'm always very encouraging. It's been an excellent career for me for the past 25 years, but it's not just about looking at houses all day. So I just kind of wanted to give you a little heads up what it's really like. First, to get your real estate license, every state is different, so it depends on where you're located. I'm in Southern California, so the California Department of Real Estate is what governs our licensing. There are 3 courses you have to take. 2 of them are mandatory. They are principles and practices, and then the 3rd one is an elective, and you get to choose. So there's law, there's appraisal, there's escrow, it's whatever you're interested in, but you only need one of those electives. Personally, I like the law one, but I've had to take all of them because I have a broker's license, and we can go into that on another episode. So once you take your 3 classes, you pass those classes, then you have to get your fingerprints done, you fill out an application, and you send money into the Department of Real Estate. Once they've received everything, you'll get notified, and then you could sign up for your exam. The exam is difficult. It pretty much has nothing to do with what you've just learned in all 3 of those classes. So what I would suggest is signing up for one of those exam cram classes, and a lot of the schools have them. To get your real estate license, you could go through your local community college and take the classes. You could go through a private school. I think online is the easiest. There are several, actually there's many online programs. One of them is Allied Real Estate Schools. Another one is First Tuesday, but you could just Google that and find quite a few of them online. So you pass your test. Great. Now what? You have to pick a broker to work for. Now, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of choices, all different platforms, all different services that they provide, all different fee structures. So you have to find the one that's right for you. And again, I will go into this in more detail in another episode. So don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. I know it sounds great, we look at houses all day long, but that is not our number 1 priority. Our number 1 priority as a realtor is get leads. Without leads, you don't have clients, and without clients, you have nothing to sell, and that means you have no paycheck. So I suggest you learn how to build your business, and real estate is a relationship-based business. So if you are great at making friends and you have a great sphere of influence, you've got a lot of family, your connections are really easy for you. This should be no problem at all. You just make the connections, you let everybody know what you do for a living and how you're going to make their lives better by helping them achieve their real estate goals. If you are not so good at making those connections and you just don't like to do the social thing, you just don't connect with people well, I would highly suggest reading How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I know it's an older book. I've read it multiple times over the years, always a good refresher, but it is even if you are great at making relationships with people, I do suggest reading that book. It's one of the... Okay, so now you have a lead. Now what? You have to prepare for that client. You have to go on a listing presentation. Easy peasy, right? Only if you've been in the business for a long time, like me. I've been in the business for 25 years, so yeah, it's a little bit easier when I'm going on a listing presentation compared to a brand new agent that goes in. How do you compete as a brand new agent? I think the number 1 thing you need to look for in a broker is somebody that can train you or mentor you. I always suggest going the mentor route. Now you're going to complain because you don't want to spend 25 or 30% of your commission to pay for that mentor for your first, 5, 6 transactions. Let me tell you, it is money well spent. I think that the statistics are 87% of all real estate salespeople are out of the business within the first 2 years. it's not because all you do is look at houses all day. It's because it's hard work and you need somebody to guide you and teach you the ropes. And the best way for you to do that is team up with somebody that has been doing this a long time, that you connect with, that you like their way of doing things. So I think that is one of the most important things, is find yourself a good mentor. Okay, so great, you got your first listing. Now what? All the fun begins, right? So you have to work with your contracts. You've got to stage the house. You've got the photography to schedule. You have to start advertising. You put it in the MLS. You have to make sure all of your descriptions are absolutely correct. You have to read title reports. You have to meet appraisers and justify your value. Once you do get a buyer, you have to negotiate. And then once the buyer does their inspections and there are repairs that need to be done, you have to renegotiate again. So build your skills, read a lot, get as much information as you can. I'm constantly learning. I'm always reading books about real estate. I'm always reading books about negotiations and learning new strategies and how to deal with different personalities, because you're going to have to know how to do all that stuff. If you are self-motivated, if you are positive, you have a great mindset, an awesome attitude, and you want to really help people and make a difference in their lives, I think real estate is right for you. You can be taught everything else, but you have to really care. So we're going to dig deeper next time. I'm going to talk about how to get that listing appointment and how to win that listing. Also going to talk to you a little bit about what to do when you do have a buyer and they're ready to write an offer and how to approach that. And we're going to really talk about a lot of different issues here on this channel, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.